We're at the IAB Digital Summit 2017 and we're talking to John Sanei. He's an entrepreneur, a speaker, a trend specialist, and he's going to talk to us about the art of gamification. Welcome, John.
Thank you very much.
We listened to your talk and you said that in 2025, 8 billion people will be on the internet.
That's right.
Now, that means the way we see business or expectations from business has shifted. Can you explore that a bit further for us?
Sure. With the technology growing at such a fast rate, what's happening is that as consumers, our needs and expectations are starting to shift of how we want businesses to actually deal with us. So as the speed starts growing, there's 5 need states that really starting to grow. Hyper-personalization, we love brands that think for us. Hyper-trust, we love brands that create trust for us. Woolworths does this wonderfully. Hyper-convenience, we're busy. We need businesses to be able to give us ease of interaction. Hyper-value, we demand value and transparency from governments and organizations, and when they don't give it to us, we stop buying from them. And lastly, hyper recognition, and the idea that we need to be recognized and rewarded for our loyalty to businesses moving forward. Those 5 need states are growing exponentially. As technology starts growing, our needs and expectations have shifted accordingly.
And now we've always played games. Where does gamification fit into this hyper world?
So what's happened is that inherently as human beings, from being a child, we made up our own games. So as adults, we've kind of stopped playing the games because son of society hasn't really brought it into our lives. So the idea of gamification was coined in 2002 of understanding that we could again awaken this gaming inherent that's within us and attach it to serious things like training, like performing at work, like interacting and engaging and behaving. And if we can apply gamification rules and tools to that, something that we love so much, we can start changing behavior within people.
How are you seeing that enter specifically into the mobile space?
Well, I think mobile obviously is important for it, and there is a lot of games on it, but my real key is that the future of gamification is based on brands like Magic Leap and HoloLens and all these sort of AR, artificial intelligence, and VR, virtual reality, all starting to come and go closer to our glasses. So if you think how we've evolved as human beings, we used to watch cinema screens. Those cinema screens became TVs, those TVs became phones, those phones are now becoming glasses, those glasses are becoming contact lenses. So it's becoming closer and closer and closer, and as those start becoming closer, the gamification becomes easier to apply.
Just tell our audience a little bit about what Magic Leap is.
Magic Leap is the most secretive startup ever. It's raised $1.4 billion and it's valuated at $4.5 billion without launching one product. He's bringing an intense amount of computing power into glasses. And so really what it is us all going to start wearing glasses that will give us the ability to have AR and VR happening all the time. A lot of people say to me, well, I don't wear glasses, I'm not going to use them. I said, so how long have you been carrying around a little computer with you everywhere you go? That's also become something normal to us. So I do believe that it will start moving into a future where everybody will be wearing glasses because it's going to be all here. And I reckon the launch of Magic Leap will be the beginning of the end of cell phones.
So it will be a disruption.
It will be one of the most massive disruptions. That's why it's got $1.4 billion investment from Alibaba, Google, Warner Brothers, and the who's who in Silicon Valley, because they understand that it's going to disrupt cell phones and flat screen TVs in a major way.